Hello, it's Saturday the 8th of December. In this video I'm looking at the latest Thunderball result for draw 2352, in which the machine used was Excalibur 5 and the set of balls was set 8. In this draw, 4 lucky winners won £5,000 each. Nobody won $500,000. These are the winning numbers. And this is my analysis of the result for that draw. So the only number that stood out was 29 when looking at machine 5 and the current trend sets of balls, which are, let's have a look, sets 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it's machines 5 and 6, sets of balls 5, 6, 7 and 8. That's the current trend. So if we look at machine 5 and sets of balls 5, 6, 7 and 8, and then look at a chart showing where the numbers are in relation to each other based on how many times they've occurred and which draw they occurred in last. Then on this chart, if we limit the draw history to 2,351 draws and then analyse what comes next, which is draw 2352, then the analyzer will tell us that the number that is most overdue for its frequency was number 29, and there it is on the chart. So what that does basically is measures the vertical and horizontal components of each number, multiplies them together to get this area, and sees which number has got the biggest area. In this case it's number 29. So with machine 5, sets of balls 5, 6, 7 and 8, number 29 stood out as the one that was most overdue for its frequency. And then if we look at 29 and look at numbers paired with 29, then if we narrow it down to the current trend, so we're only going to look at the draws where machines 5 and 6 were used, and also sets of balls 5, 6, 7 and 8, then it will produce a chart that looks like this. And then if we narrow it down to only the draws where number 29 was drawn, then on this chart you can now see that main number 3 was most overdue to occur with 29. So that one was predictable, and number 31 was most overdue for its frequency to occur paired with main number 29. So 29 and 31 and number 3 could all possibly have been predicted from that. So if we go back to the analyzer, then if we narrow it down to the current trend machines and set of balls 8, and look at numbers paired with 29 on that chart, then 26 stands out as most overdue for its frequency, which makes that number predictable from that. So looking at the analyzer then, we've got, so far we've got started with 29, from that we get 31 and 26. If we look at 26, I know that's going to lead to 29 again. 31 leads to 29, also 26, and now the final number, main number 6, because it's most overdue. Looking at the current trend sets of balls with 29 and also 31. So if I look at 31 and the current trend, which is machines 5 and 6 and sets 5 to 8, then the only number that's not been drawn with those two machines, 4 sets of balls and 31, is number 6. So it was most overdue, which makes it predictable from that. And then looking at the analyzer, if we just turn off the main numbers and just look at only the Thunderball numbers, then we'll see about half a dozen instances where number 12, Thunderball number 12 that is, stood out with each of the other numbers except 26. So that was also predictable from that. Now if we look at all the outstanding numbers, then out of all these numbers, if you'd only predicted these ones, only predicted these coincidences to get these 6 numbers, then you would have won £500,000. So unfortunately nobody did that, and so nobody won it. And now the analysis looks like this. So basically the numbers that I'm going to be putting on are just the same numbers that I put on in the last draw. And if you want to know what numbers those were, then just watch my previous video. So the previous video was the one for draw 235 239. Hang on, that's lotto. Hang on. Yeah, 2351. So basically, if you look at that video on my channel, so the one for the previous Thunderball, oh, I didn't do one. Oh my god. Well, basically, whatever numbers I was putting on at the end of this video, that's the numbers that I'm putting on again in tonight's draw. So those are the numbers. So let's have a look at those numbers. So we got 2, 5, 21, 28, 32. That's now number 10. So I'm just going to be lazy and leave it at that for now. So good luck in tonight's draw, and I will just show you the chart for the current trend as it is now. So we're just looking at the main numbers on this chart. So if the current trend continues, if they use machines 5 and 6 and sets 5 to 8, then this is the chart. So you can see this is why I'm picking 2, 5, 21. Obviously I don't think all 3 of those numbers are going to come out at the same time, but at least one of them probably and hopefully with the Thunderball number 10 then I should win a fiver. So basically that's all I'm hoping for, just to win on that. So that's the main number chart, and if we include the Thunderball section on the right, then you can see why I'm picking Thunderball number 10, because it's by far the most overdue, and there's all the other numbers. So good luck with that, and bye for now.